This is Perry with Pittsburgh Modular Synthesizers, and I am excited to present the Microvolt 3900. It is our brand new analog monosynth. It's our first fully standalone synth, and we've been working on it for about 1.5 years now. We've been really inspired by the classic monosynths, and we wanted to kind of carry on that tradition and bring something new to the table with our circuits. So this is the result. So to begin, we have an analog oscillator, several different waveforms to choose from, saw core. You also have pulse and sine wave. The interesting part is this wave folder. This is based off of the circuit in our double helix oscillator module. We've refined it a bit for the synthesizer, but it allows you to add a lot of rich harmonics to your outgoing signal. The sine wave also has a harmonic sine setting. It's a half-wave rectified sine wave that allows you to add a few more harmonics onto your signal, make it even richer. The pre-patched modulation here allows you to control the wave folding, the pulse width of the square wave, and frequency modulation. By default, this all runs into the mixer section. You can blend your waves together, get the sound you're looking for. You can also add in some noise. And we also have an external audio input. You can blend that with the waveforms, and it has an overdrive. So you can bring low-level signals up, or you can add overdrive to a synth-level signal and then blend it. Once you have your waveforms blended, that goes into the binary filter. This is based off of our signature filter module, which can also be found in the SV1 module. It has a very smooth, buttery sound with really gentle resonance. But we've also added a secondary mode, which increases the resonance and gives you really aggressive raw sounds. After the filter, we have the dynamic VCA. This is the heart of the synth. We have combined a low-pass gate and a VCA circuit. So you can get standard VCA response. Then if you want to get that plucky low-pass gate sound, it's available as well. Finally, that all runs into the output section, which has a dedicated drive. To add a final level of distortion to your signal. Controlling all this, we have the Midi section and these modulation sources. We've included 3 separate modulation sections. There is a standard ADSR with some very long stages, so you can have very long swelling modulation on your tones. It also has a very plucky attack so that you can have a variety of sounds. The function generator has 2 stages, and it can also cycle on its own. So it can function as a 2-stage envelope or an LFO. You also have CV control over the rise and fall. Finally, this modulation has an LFO and a sample and hold section, and you're able to blend between the two of them to get a combination modulation that has both LFO and sample and hold if you wish. The LFO has a very wide range. You can go all the way from about a cycle every 5 minutes, all the way up into audio range at about 3 kilohertz. You can also sweep the waveform of the LFO, so you can get anywhere in between a ramp, a triangle, and a saw wave, as well as a pulse wave accessible in the patch bay that can be modulated with the pulse width. The sample and hold can function as a standard sample and hold with random voltages tied to the clock. However, in the middle section, you can get some differing complexity that will give you more or less random voltages, as well as gate outs tied to the clock with a variety of subdivisions. This is all controlled by the Midi section with octave buttons. You can quickly switch between your sections. You have a tap tempo clock, but you can also control it with a MIDI clock or an external clock. And the built-in Arpeggiator allows you to create quick melodies as well as transpose. This is a pre-patched system, but you have elements available in the patch bay that allow you the ins and outs of every section. There are 39 patch points, and you can repatch the signal path however you like, making it fully modular.